So, so Heather, what is a migraine?
Okay, so a migraine is basically a strong headache pain that can be burning, throbbing, sometimes pounding, and then it can also be accompanied with other types of symptoms. And people with migraines, just because we are migraines, sometimes we are also still very different. We don't always get the same migraine symptoms as there are different types of migraines. So for me, I have a lot of symptoms that go with my migraines, and it's so many, but some of them are loss of speech, disorientation, sometimes balance issues, along with other various symptoms. And that can be another podcast because it is a very in depth um, world with living with migraines. So there's that.
Okay.
Um,
So Heather, what are some items that people can use that can help them with the and depending on the intensity of the migraine?
yep. So a migraine kit is where a person with migraines, a family member, loved one, a spouse, um, anybody can build it. It is not up to the doctor. It is not up to the neurologist. It is up to the migrainer themselves to build it. And it is in terms of what is based on your needs with your migraine, and possibly triggers, ailments that come along with it. And then sometimes people with migraines might have other conditions that go along with it. So you can kind of expand it to that degree too. Um, so I created a list with a support group that I run with a couple admin team members on Facebook. It's called Migraine Community Support Group. And then Leroy can attach it in the comments
Yeah,
wherever
yeah,
you think is best.
yeah. I'll attach it on your guys' page.
Okay.
Or you can always just go on the Hype Man podcast Facebook page.
That too.
Mm-hmm.
So members, the admin team, and I put together a short list. I mean, the list can go endless and it can have lots of items, but I didn't want it to be a terribly long podcast, so to speak. So the first one is an ice hat. So a lot of times when you have that pounding, burning, throbbing pain, an ice hat is where it covers your whole head and you stick it in the freezer to basically form ice. And then you wrap it around your head like a hat. There's tons of them on Amazon. There's no right or wrong one. It's whatever is you can handle.
If you want to go for the big one, go for it.
Yep. And we have the big one. So, we actually have a little freezer spot in our freezer at the side door for migraines, ice packs, and all that. If you hear our dogs, so sorry.
We apologize.
Another one is sound therapy, frequencies, theta brainwaves. There's a lot of research that is a very calming tool that people can use, not just for migraines, but for any other ailments, disorders, health issues, maybe anxiety if you have that. I also have it. So basically, what that does is that noises that create shifts in our brain waves through sound entertainment, where your brain synchronizes waves through sound. So basically, you're listening to a bunch of sound. Sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
Somebody rang our doorbell.
Yeah. So the dogs are going nuts again. We apologize.
Dog friendly home.
Yeah.
That's all we could say. So basically, the sound waves in the brain, it synchronizes And then it can cause positive physiological reaction in your brain. Okay. It allows the release nitric oxide, a molecule responsible for expanding the blood vessels in your brain, increasing blood flow, and influencing pain signals to help that sound. Um, and so it helps regulate emotion and alleviates stress. It can help with people with sleep disorders, PTSD, anxiety, depression, epilepsy, migraines, ADD, and ADHD, chronic pain. So if you're interested, it's called sound therapy, theta brain waves, and frequencies if you're interested in that. The other one is some sort of heating pad. So a lot of times with migraines, people get back pain, people get neck pain, people get maybe some sort of TMJ, or some sort of pain in their body along with the migraines. So that can help reduce the tension wherever it's at. And then the other one too is you can also put the heating pad on your head because it helps reduce migraines. So you can use the heating pad for your head or the back of your head, wherever the pain is located.
So that heat. I'm sorry. So that so that heat actually soothes the area. Oh, okay.
And then for some migraineurs, it can make it worse.
It can make it worse, yeah. So equivalent because I've got arthritis in my lower back, so kind of the same thing where it's like my lower back prefers ice over heat because I did the whole 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off with that, so it's the same type of concept. Yes. Okay.
Correct. It's like inflammation.
Inflammation. Yeah. Exactly.
And so it's one of those things where you're gonna have to play around. Does ice hurt? Does ice help? Does heat hurt or does heat help? Everybody's different, and so you're just gonna have to play around with what works for you, and then talk with your neurologist about maybe is this the right path, right? So
yeah, that's very important to talk to your specialist.
Yeah. Excedrin migraine, and so that one is a over-the-counter medication. It is known to help a lot of migraineurs, but the downfall is if you overuse it and don't follow the instructions on the bottle, you can have rebound headaches. And rebound headaches is where it just keeps coming and coming and coming, and it doesn't end.
That sounds awful.
So, you're kind of overusing a medication, and your brain's kind of like going, hey, something's not right.
Okay.
And then it's one of those things that over time, if you take Excedrin migraine over time and abuse the instructions on the bottle, you can damage your organs over time.
Okay, yeah, that's like with any over the counter.
Yep. So, that's something. If you're interested in that one, do some research, talk to your neurologist, and just be mindful of the instructions on the bottle. Warm eye compressor for allergies. So allergies can be a trigger for those with migraines. We have been learning this with me over time. I have been very poor with, allergy treatments, and meaning I don't take care of my allergies, which is a trigger for me. So again, shame on me. But, it's one of the things that I learned over time that warm eye compressors that you can get at the store, Amazon, wherever, they are beneficial. They help the eye strain. They help the puffiness and, inflammation in your eyes. Maybe reduces pink eye. The ability to, like if the allergies are turning into pink eye or some other eye, related symptom, And I am prone to pink eye, so I have been using the warm eye compressor a lot more because it has been helpful for my eyes during a migraine with allergies. So there is that one, and there's no right or wrong warm eye compressor. It's whatever you are able to find that works for you. So, um, this one I don't personally use it, but that doesn't mean it doesn't help or it may not work for you or somebody that you know. Um, so my admin in my group, she absolutely loves it. Not gonna mention any names just to keep that private, but she uses ashwagandha root. Okay, and so ashwagandha root, I believe, is a supplement or a vitamin, one of the two.
Okay.
It can affect many body symptoms. It is critical that you check with your doctor before use. Okay. So ashwagandha root works on glutamate. So people with migraines might have food triggers to glutamate. So it's MSG related. Mm-hmm. It's those sorts of things. And ashwagandha root, it works with the glutamate receptors for those who may have a trigger with that. And it reduces migraines for people who have that trigger.
Okay. So, there's a lot out there.
There is. My other favorite one is called Gua Sha Tools. It is to help with tension, stress. Oh, yeah. Those are those little pink tools you see me use. Mm-hmm. And I tried using them on you one day, and you're like, "What the heck is this?"
Yeah,
like,
no. Nope. just to give me a chance on how it feels. And like, yep, nope, not for me.
And so again, they're not for everybody, right? So it, find the ones that have a receipt that you can take back with you to the store, or the 30-day return from Amazon,
or for any other online store.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very important too. A lot of trial and error.
Yes. And we've wasted money for some of these items, and we've learned the hard way. Mm-hmm. And you found what, the 30-day return more helpful? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because then if it doesn't work, we're not losing anything.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I tell Heather, I'm like, here it is. I'll give her, 2 weeks or so, and within that 2-week span, she might come back within 5 days, like, yeah, this isn't working. You can return it. I'm like, okay, cool, sweet. At least we tried it. But yeah, definitely give yourself like a time frame of when, okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it for 14 days straight or 15 days straight. If I haven't noticed anything substantial, then I'm gonna go ahead and return it back. Yep. So that's something that we've learned over the years.
Yep. And if you're living by yourself and you don't have somebody to assist you within the 30-day timeline, and if you struggle with memory, with migraines, ways that you can help with that, put it on your calendar, your monthly calendar. Put it on your phone. Yeah. Like use your phone reminders, those sorts of things.
Yep.
So there's ways to work around that. But the Gua Sha tools, it was first meant to reduce puffiness, the fine lines in your face, dark eye circles. But then people started exploring with it more, and then they're finding out there is a lot of benefit for people with TMJ, which is part of like headache migraine world as well. That's a whole nother thing that I'm somewhat familiar with, but not too familiar with to explain it to you guys, because I don't want to botch it. Mm-hmm. But basically these are, and it's also to help with migraines and headaches, right? So these are super helpful, and it's basically you're giving yourself like your own body massage. So you're taking the tool and you're gently guiding it along your forehead or on your eyebrows, or maybe here.
Where all that pressure and tension
is at. Yep. So, those are helpful. Um, Another one is yoga stretches. One of my moderators, maybe two of them, maybe. Um, some of the members in my group as well. They are reliant on yoga stretchers, where yoga stretches help people with migraines, even headaches. If you don't have the migraine type, if you have a headache, that helps too. So basically, it is to help reduce migraines and give some relief if it is consistently done. And it also increases energy, which, hey,
it's always a good thing. We all need a little bit more energy.
We do. Helps with digestion.
Huge.
And then it also helps reduce the stress.
There's a lot of that going around.
Yep. So I am just starting to get into yoga and exploring with it. He's been doing yoga for his own ailments.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My own arthritis.
Yep. And so I'm not really good about consistency with yoga, whereas he is, or maybe members or moderators in my group are.
Mm-hmm. My body tells me it's stretch.
Yeah.
So I stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you find out maybe which yoga stretches can apply to you and see if that helps it or make it worse. Because some yoga stretches, it can make it worse too.
You can.
So, it's again that trial and error that Leroy was talking about. Another one that I like that I recently was put on is called B6 vitamin. It helps with reducing brain fog, which is part of a migraine symptom, and he knows it well.
I do. I know it very well. I know it when I see it from Heather every day. So, yeah. But we have been noticing that with that and some of the combinations of the other medications that she's on, adding that B6 really did help her with the brain fog. So, but again, check with your neurologist before doing so.
Yes. So basically, it also helps increase memory. That's another plus, because those with migraines, we don't have very good memory anymore, either because of medications or because of overtime with migraines. So, meaning that there's side effects with medications. It also helps with women problems. Basically, it lessens the blood clotting, stomach cramping, and makes your period less heavier. So sorry for all you men, but it's important for the women. That's my little humor, anybody who knows me.
Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all out there going, TMI. That's my,
it does help for the women, okay? But it's a vitamin that can be used for both men and women. It's not any of that. Right. Another plus is for those who struggle with menstrual migraines, women, that's been a savior in my world as well. So, again, check with your neurologist, and see if that could be a nice part of your world, if anything. Find a migraine support group, whether it's in person, whether it's online. If you are so busy from day to day being a parent, having a job, being a migrainer,
being a guardian, I was about to say.
Being a guardian, that too. Thank you. Life gets busy and sometimes we can't always go in person. The Facebook, while there's pros and cons to that, I find certain things very helpful in Facebook world, like support groups. There are tons of support groups out there.
Yep.
there's no right or wrong one. It's whatever speaks to you. In my support group that we have, we try our best to give research articles that we find informative and um, critical to know about. We put on, or in our support group, we put products from certain places, whether it's Amazon, Menards, that can help us in our everyday home life. Um, it. We also can send positive messages and stories and connect with each other. And even if you're just having a terrible, crappy day, um, you can also share that too, and then maybe somebody else will be able to connect with you and be like, hey, this is what I've been able to do.
Yeah, yeah. Because one thing, a lot of people, even myself, sometimes, we're all human. Where at some point we all think it's just us going through whatever the situation may be. Come to find out, man, there's so many people going through the exact same thing. And those type of communities, if you want to join one, those can be great tools as well.
Yep.
As my wife has found out as
Yep.
well.
So again, I run one on Facebook. It's migraine support. Or sorry, migraine is coming. Migraine community support group. There we go.
And I'll put the links in the description.
There you go.
This as well.
That'll help. So when I say migraine is coming, the words that I just switched, you'll see sometimes other migrainers with some sort of communication issue. So that's when I go, oh, it's coming. But it's not saying that you have to join mine. You don't, but there are tons of support groups out there, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook,
any social media platform.
Yep. Thank you. And so
and podcast platform as well.
Yes, I follow podcast people as well, or YouTube people. It's everywhere. So feel free to explore, find out which is right for you or your family, because you may not get the right vibe from it, and that's okay too. Right. And then another one is an electronic eye massager. I miss
mine. I know you. She'll be getting a new one soon. I know she misses it. But man, she ran that thing into the motor with kaput. It lasted you 3 years though.
It did. It was a beautiful product. And so basically it's heavenly for people who have maybe some sort of like facial tension or eye issues or migraines. Oh my gosh. So basically it's big and bulky, yes, but it's like a massager that sits on your eyes, and I look ridiculous, and that's okay. But so basically it sits on your eyes and it just makes very loud sounds, like a motor sound. So don't think it's gonna be quiet.
Right.
So if you are affected by sound, may not be a good one unless you do the 30-day return.
Yeah, try it. Doesn't work out. Yeah. You know what? It's too loud. Return it back.
Right.
Maybe there is one out there that's quieter. You'll probably just have to maybe spend a little bit more money.
Right. But it massages. It heats up, and the heat on the eyes is amazing, and it makes like a massage like right here at the temples.
And all the pressure points.
Yeah, and it's just I used it. I took it in my to-go migraine kit bag with me to Christmas this past year. And he drove to my family's Christmas event, and on the way there I had that going just to reduce the migraine that was coming. So that has been helpful in my migraine kit. So it's a matter of if it works for you or not. You know, everything does, just because it works for me doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Right.
But it doesn't mean you can't try.
Oh yeah, I always try. We've been trial and error, trial and error. Oh God, I can't speak
Trial
tonight.
and error.
Thank you, babe.
Yep, I got you.
I can't
got
speak
you.
tonight. Yeah, a lot for many years trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and the items that do work. Man, we saved that bad boy on the list. So when it either runs out and no longer works, we just get the same exact product.
Yep.
So, or if there's a new version of the product, we'll get the newer version.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, a lot of that going on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that I like, but as of lately, it hasn't been helpful, but it can be helpful, is a thin pillow. Find yourself a really good pillow.
Yeah. Huge.
A lot of times, like, you don't realize.
Man, that neck.
Yeah.
My neck was killing me for the past
See?
2 weeks because I was sleeping on a pillow wrong. I'm like, these flat pillows that they have now, and I totally get it because I look at the price of these new fancy pillows. I'm like, wait a minute. Now for her, I'll do it. I'll, whatever she needs, no doubt. But for me, I'm different. I'm like, me, no, I'm good. But then I finally,
she's terrible with.
I know, she always calls me out on that. But
I love it, but man,
I always do. But I finally broke down and got myself one and see how it is. But I don't know how many of you are like me, but I like to stack my pillows and then lay on them instead of being flat. I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel right. So it's gonna take me a while to get used to. But I got 30 days, and if I can't get used to it, I'll take it back. But does not mean I'm gonna stop trying.
You're trying, and I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah. I just gotta find the right pillow.
Yep, so. You sure do.
Yeah.
And so a thin pillow for me, that's been helpful in my migraines because we found out that my neck is a very big trigger. So if I am doing anything heavy, garden work, if I lift something wrong, if I am sleeping wrong, which is usually the case.
With a lot of us.
Yes. And so we found out that my neck can be a trigger for my migraines, sadly. So I found that the thin pillow that we found on Amazon, and it's been helpful. And but the downfall, if you have upper GI or GERD, it's not always best to lay flat. Mm-hmm. And so, of course, I have to now play it out. Like, okay, is this a good night for me to use the thin pillow, or do I have to sleep sort of inclined?
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe with my taller pillow that I have, or not taller, but regular pillow, I guess.
Yeah, regular pillow.
But it's just one of those things that I now have to play out because of the GERD. So I don't know. But if you don't have any of those things, look into it. You never know.
Right.
And then we also found, between members and myself, a neck and shoulder relaxer stretcher. It's a big, bulky thing, right? It's blue. There's lots of different ones on Amazon. There's no right or wrong. It's what works for you. And for this one, it's a neck pillow that you just rest on it with your neck for like 7 minutes.
Yeah, it's like a neck stretching.
Stretcher. Yeah.
It's not even a device. It's just
it's like a little pillow. It's big and bulky.
Yeah, but it's hard. I'm gonna be honest with you people. It's hard.
Because he tried it.
I tried it. I laid on it because I tried it because I was
excuse me.
I didn't know what happened. Oh, I didn't know what happened.
I burped. Sorry, guys.
My neck was hurting me so bad, so I tried it. And I laid down and it was like, I don't know what was going on, but it was hitting all up in here. And I really didn't like the feeling, but I was like, Heather was like, well, just lay down for like 3 minutes and just see what happens. So I did, and sure enough, oddly, I've not had that same pain. I can move right to left, no problem. When I get up in the morning, um, it was happening so repeatedly that each time I would get up in the morning, I'd be like, oh man, I can barely turn my neck, but now I can turn fine. So that device that device works, I guess, but it was not comfortable for me. But
Yeah.
I tried it, and yeah.
Yeah. So,
But there's so many of those products out there.
There is. And so, it's been helpful to a couple of us in my support group. So, so try it. Maybe. I don't know. So if you have vestibular migraine, which is another type of migraine, basically that, I'm going to go over it briefly, is dizziness, vertigo, lightheaded with a migraine headache pain that is attached to that. Sometimes you lose balance or have balance issues. And so a lot of times I don't feel safe when I'm taking a shower. A lot of times I don't feel safe with certain everyday life situations because I have this type. And so we have found a bathtub mat and we bought it, and it's a non-slip bathtub mat. So it makes me feel safer for when I feel vestibular migraine come on or any sort of dizziness or balance issues. And so that doesn't mean I have to use it every day, but it's there for when I do need it. And so it makes me feel a little bit more independent with that task instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, am I going to fall? Am I going to hurt myself? And not having to ask for help, or I can be able to do that myself.
Right.
So, another one is some form of art therapy. When you're having migraines, you kind of lose yourself sometimes. You kind of, maybe get sad, down, mad, or woo is me factor. Why me? This isn't my life. Why did I get this? And it's very frustrating, and I have those moments myself, and sometimes I say my life sucks even though it doesn't, and it's just a bad moment, it's a bad day. But for some form of art therapy has been beneficial for me. I know it's been beneficial for other people with migraines, especially in my support group. So things like diamond art, those little bead things that you stick on an adhesive paper. There's tons of them out there. You don't have to get them for very expensive. Some have found them at Aldi. Some have found them at Amazon. They're anywhere. You can
find them anywhere, in the stores and all that.
Yeah. And then adult coloring is a big one. I like adult coloring because it can be on the go. It can be at a friend's house. It can be here in our home. I can have it in bed with me when we're watching something. And then knitting. Some people like to knit or crochet. Some people like to paint. Maybe draw. Photography. So, or even gardening. There's a bunch of stuff out there for art therapy, and art therapy doesn't have to be, just drawing and painting. It can be whatever sort of art that is to you, and then use it as a therapy world.
Yeah, that you find relaxing and use it as a therapy tool to help you distract the migraine that you're in. The how intense is the migraine? Maybe doing these things and distracting yourself from it can maybe lessen it a little bit. So, or maybe a lot. Who knows?
Thank you. Another one is essential oils. A lot of members in my support group love using them. I enjoy them, but because of my body sensitivities, I have to be careful. We have tried several with me, but we found out I have body sensitivities. So that stings for me, but that's okay. Everyone's different. So I basically use peppermint essential oil as that is my most safest for me. But other people have found lavender helpful, lemongrass
Lemongrass, yeah.
helpful.
It's one of my favorites.
What's another one that for migraines? Chamomile, like for sleep,
Is it,
sort of thing.
do they have a chamomile essential oil?
Mhm.
Oh wow! I was just
We tried it.
Oh, when you said it, I went straight. My mind went to the tea instead.
Yeah. And you
Even
can
though-
also do that too.
Yeah.
Chamomile tea. Like you can drink chamomile
Oh, yeah.
tea, and
yeah.
that will help that too.
Mhm.
See, I said teal and not tea. Hey.
I didn't even catch
Yeah.
it.
So, another one is ginger. Like people like ginger chews. Or some sort of ginger pill or ginger tea that's out there. That can help for those with probably nausea.
Yeah, big one.
That's the biggest, maybe stress, and other stuff. I don't really do ginger. My body is very sensitive. But I know a lot of people swear by that one. So that would be something good to look into if you have nausea and you don't want to take a prescription or whatnot.
Yeah, try it out, see if it works.
Yep. And so again, the migraine kit is basically where you have to build it and lots of trial and error. If you aren't sure about some devices or some products, always speak to your doctor, your neurologist, whoever is treating you. Don't assume that it's okay because certain over-the-counter medications might interact with maybe your own medications or treatment plan that you have going. And so this isn't to replace that world. It's just to say, hey, here are some ideas. Chat with your neurologist and doctor and go with that. Because everyone's treatment plan is different. So
So I want to say I apologize for the beginning. I realized that no. Oh well, our dogs and everything, but at the very beginning, I thought the audio was synced or not. Not sync. I thought the audio was on. It wasn't on. So the intro that I always do was not the audio for that was not there. I realized that we were muted and not ready to go. So if you could one more time, Heather, what's a migraine?
Okay.
Because I'm not sure where I'm not sure exactly where I noticed it. So.
Okay, so a migraine is basically a strong headache pain that can be burning, throbbing, pounding all over your head, certain parts of your head. Another one that it can also have other symptoms that come along with it. So it's not just the headache pain that you get. It is something that you can have with communication issues, balance issues, disorientation, memory issues. There's a whole bunch of symptoms that come along with migraines. It's a very interesting world. There is no cure for migraines at this time. And then migraines can have one or more triggers for the migraine aspect. Everybody's different, so
it varies.
It varies, and it's basically what plays into your world. So that's a migraine. And there are lots of types, and that can be another day, rainy day.
That'll be for another episode, especially if you guys like this first episode on migraine awareness and you want us to continue it with Heather and I. Well, we will gladly do it.
Yep.
Especially if we, if you guys are enjoying it and getting a lot of great information from it, from Heather's experiences with migraines, and yeah, that'd be great. Again, for her community group, I'll send you. I will send you. I'll have a link in the description after the live to attach to it to here, and then Heather, feel free to share this this link out with anyone.
Yep, and I will share this podcast with my migraine community support group that I have, so that way they can use this podcast if they like any other episodes that you have.
Yeah, sure. Like you said, we've got a series going. Heather's got an extensive amount of information.
Yeah.
Of migraine.
Yeah.
And
I have 4 types.
Yeah, she's got 4 types, and I'm sure it'll be an episode. There'll be an episode on the 4 types, and and depending on what it is, I'll chime in and talk about my experiences dealing with those 4 types.
Because this is also part of your world.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it is. It is a part of my world too. But yeah, if you guys love this, great. We'll keep it going.
Woohoo!
Going forward, we'll put out notifications when the next one will be, instead of doing this one ad hoc. We just wanted to get this one in before migraine and headache awareness month was over.
Yep.
We're going into July. So
we still have time.
Yeah, but thank you so much, guys, for this episode of the Hype Man Podcast. Heather, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you.
Doing this together. This was informative, and I enjoyed it.
Good.
So so for all you folks out there, hopefully Heather's giving you some tools that you guys can create your own migraine kit, and hopefully the suffering will be less for all you migrainers out there, depending on no matter what the intense levels that they are. So thank you so much. Again, I will put the link in the description after we're done here. And I'll be on the lookout for an alert for the next episode. So, all right, guys, thank you so much, Heather. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
And you guys have a good night. Have a great day. And take care.
Yay.
Welcome to the Hype Man Podcast. This is Leroy.
Good job. When I looked, I was like, the bar's not moving. I was like, yo. So